Good day everyone, welcome to Light Graphics. In this short tutorial, I'm going to be explaining to us how this particular design was achieved. One of my students on the WhatsApp platform sent this design to me, the screenshot, and this is it. Let me bring it to the front. Design made by the Adams Miracle. I give kudos to the designer. If he's the one or anyone that designed this, I give kudos. This is a great job. This is really a great job. So and I told her I'm going to put a short video together to be able to explain how the designer achieved this particular design. So for those that are on my WhatsApp platform, if you have any design that you find difficult, it's difficult for you to achieve, or you just want to know how each of those, maybe the shape, the color, or anything is being achieved, you can send it to me. And if you are not on my WhatsApp platform, you can just put on the comment section anything you want to know, and I promise you I'm going to put a video on that. If you are also here to subscribe to my YouTube channel, kindly do so. It's not difficult. Just click on the subscribe button so that any other video I do, you'll be able to get the notification. Also like and also ensure you comment. So the first thing we are going to do is looking at the image size. The image size for this is 1080x1340. Okay, so let's hide this. Let's hide this. So first thing we need to do is, let me change this to white. Okay, let's bring in the background. The background we'll be using for this design. This is it. Then the next thing is to increase it in size. Okay, good. Let's increase it in size. Then we lock. We can just increase it a little. Then good. Then we lock. Now the next thing you're going to do is this. Let's just make this very simple so that the beginners, because I like taking beginners, I want everyone to go so that the beginners and those that are just joining the design profession can be able to get this. Now let's open this, bring it to the front so that we can just start with this. So let's bring in the image. Let me just make this as simple as possible. Let's bring in, this is the image of this is the image. So let's erase this. So let's clean that part, and the next thing is to position the image. Okay. I want to increase it in size a little. Okay, good. Then I will lock. So the next thing you see now, you see that we have a shape. We have a particular shape that is on top of that image. If I bring this to the front, you can see now that we have a particular shape on top of that image. So all you need to do is just go to shape, increase the size of the shape. Then you can now rotate it this way. Thought I lock this design. Increase it in size, then you position it this way. Okay, now the next thing is for us to change the color of that shape. Go to where we have color. We put is on gradient, so you can pick the color from the design. Then you go to the left hand side, pick this other part from the design. So we are going to have something like this. All you need to do is just turn it this way. So we are going to have something like this. Okay, now let's hide this. Let's hide the main design. So this is what we have. Let's bring back the main. Let's bring back the main design to the front to know what next. The next thing is the image on the middle. So what we need to do is just pick the image, no, not shape. Sorry, not shape. Image, the one on the middle. This is it. Let's make it this way. Okay, now we reduce the size. Oh, good. Now this is what we are going to have. Let's still reduce it a little. This is what we are going to have. Then we lock it. We lock it. Then we hide this to see what we have achieved. You can see. Now the next thing we want to do is, let's bring this to the front. To see the next thing to do, we have another shape. So all we need to do is just copy this particular shape. We copy this shape. We are having this. You position this shape this way. Just position this shape this way. Very easy. Copy. Lock it. Then the next thing you do is you still copy that same shape. You can copy or copy this same shape. Bring the design to the front. And bring that shape to the front. Okay, we want to achieve this other shape, the one down. So what you need to do, we are not going to use this color, we need to change the color. So we go to color. Go to color, pick from this part. Then go to this other side. Then you pick from this other left side. This is what we are going to have. Then you click on OK. You click on OK, then you rotate it to make it straight. Then position it this way. Good. So all you need to do is hide this to see what you have achieved. Okay, this is it. Then you lock. Let's lock this. So this is what we have been able to achieve. Now we notice that on the middle shape, this particular one, let's work on the color. Let's work on this part. Let's go and pick it from. Let me just pick it from here. It's not really dark. It's not really dark. So let me just do it this way. No, let's get it. So what I'm going to do is I will pick this that is dark to ensure that okay. No. Okay, let's see what we have now. Let's click on. Okay, the next thing we are going to do is we want to achieve the third image. But before we achieve the third image, let's get one particular shape. Let's position the last shape. Let me copy this. Copy and position the last shape. The last shape is not on gradient, so what we do is we move it on gradient and pick the color from the design. Good, this is it. We have picked the color from the design, then we lock. The next thing we do, we now bring the third image. If we need the third image, this is it. Yeah, this is it. Let's see. crop it. Okay, now let's bring in our design to know where we are going to position the image. I think this is perfect. Okay, then we lock it, hide this to see what we have achieved. Okay, this other shape, the orange shape is supposed to come to the front. Let's see, let me see how it's positioned on the design. I want to check something. Okay, the canvas size, okay. I want to check something. Let me unlock. Okay. Okay, the image is on the orange. Let me look back and see what I have. Hide. Come to the front. Position it to the front. Okay. Good. Let me lock it. So let's see the next thing we need to achieve in this design. Let me bring the I already wrote the greeting for the celebrant. So let me bring it to the front. So this is it. This is it. So let me put it on left alignment. So you go to where you have alignment, then you put it on left alignment. Then you can bold this. You can make it bold. Okay, you make it bold. Make it bold, and if you want to change the font, you can change the font. Okay, you can change the font. Okay, good. Let me hide this particular design and see what I have done. So you can change the font. So let's change the font. Let's use, let me see how this is. This is actually, let me go and use the default font. Let me copy this. Copy. This, delete this. Then paste. Change this to white. You change the color to white. Okay, I think I'm okay with the default font. So you just position it somewhere here. So let's see what we have next. We have happy birthday. So we just copy happy birthday. Happy birthday. Okay, you rotate it and bring it here. You use the size. So all you need to do is change the color to white. Then the next thing I think they did there was to You come to where you have like spacing. Come to where you have spacing. Make it like 35. Then you reduce in size. Go to size. Okay. Then you position it very well. Good. So let's see what we have next. The next thing we have here is choice. So we bring in our choice from gallery. Okay. Reduce the size and just position it there. Did you get it? So let's just duplicate this to place it here. Let me increase it in size. So this is it. We position it that way. This image will come to the front. Good. So the next thing we have here is the designer. Let me hide so that we can see what we are doing. The next thing we have here is the designer. Okay, let me clean this part. So let me just clean this part, and the next thing we have here is the designer. So we can also take this choice. We can move it this way. This one, the size, we need to reduce the size. Okay, the designer. Let me just copy this. I want to be fast now. Let me copy this. The designer. So I make it this way. So you can see the next thing we need to do is, let me see the next thing. The next thing is 041025. Let's just do that. Let's use this to achieve it. I've copied this. 041025. 041025. I will increase the size a little. Okay, good. Let me hide this. Okay, now let's bring in our shape. Go to shape, reduce the opacity. One stroke, change the color of the stroke to white. Radius, position it somewhere here. You can see, let me edit this. There's something I want to do. The opacity should not be, okay, let's leave it this way. So the next thing we need to do is we bring in the next part. I'm trying to be fast because of our time. Okay, this is it. Reduce it a little, position it here. Okay, did you see? And there is a line. If you look at this design, let me show us the design. There's a line and happy birthday. So there's a line there. So you go to shape. Let me see what we have achieved. Okay. Let me, I don't want this video to, be too long. Good, and we have happy birthday. Let's copy this. Happy birthday. Let's copy this happy birthday. Rotate back. Let me increase. Rotate it and position it here. So I'm going to reduce. I'm going to, let me see how it was positioned on this design. It's on caps, so I'm going to make it on caps, then adjust it very well. Increase the size a little. Let me adjust this. So the next thing is lock. Let's always ensure you lock. Now the next thing we want to do on this design, let me see, the blur parts. Please, if you are here to subscribe to this YouTube channel, kindly do so, subscribe. Okay, there's this part. Before I do the blur part, let me bring this particular shape. This one. So this is it. Position it here. Beautiful. So let me bring this to the front, hide this, and see what I've achieved so far.